In this video, I get a slight tap which causes absolute carnage and penalties to boot, and I get clean taken out by an absolute moron. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gran Turismo video where you can see I'm in the Toyota Supra. So the first point of this video was to check out tyre wear. However, we're going to do a bit of a 360 on that, as you will see as we go throughout the video. So first up, we're going to head towards turn 1. Robo-Max in front of us in that McLaren. Quite a few people using the McLaren here this week as we head into turn 1. We're going to go for the old cutback here, try and get a sprint out of there. The Toyota Supra, absolutely rapid. People complaining, why is it so strong again? Well, this is coming towards the start of the official season. This happens nearly every year, where for the official season, the Toyota Supra is an absolute god. And then at the end of the season, it gets nerfed back down, so many people don't use it. What usually happens anyway over the years. We get past the Supra there, looking down the inside of the McLaren, but we have to back out of that briefly there. Black Wolf with a 0.5 second penalty. Not really going to worry about that too much then, as long as we stay in touch with them, we should get that position. So let's advance to that point now. Black Wolf taking that penalty towards the right hand side. We got Meghan Markle up ahead. Wow, they've certainly changed here. Down the outside we're going to go here. Lots of action up ahead as we go through here. Meghan's just going to actually just push me out wide, which I was very frustrated about, to be honest with you. I really was. I did start to flash my lights here because it's like, well, come on, you can't just push me out there. I was easily alongside at that point. You can't decide that I'm no longer there. So, not Lone Wolf, Black Wolf is going to go past me here. So I'm going to go back down to P12 then as we go into the left-hander. And we're going to do all that work again. So, up the hill we go. We've got a Lexus there out wide. Not sure what they're doing out there. As we continue on here, we've got a bit of a run then. So the McLaren there to that right-hand side then. What's going to happen here? We just fall in for now. Just start looking towards the right-hand side. Both Supras go towards that right-hand side as we head towards the braking zone. Then in we go. Black Wolf just pushing me nearly into the barrier there. So close. Got to give me a bit more room than that, my friend. Got to give me a bit more room than that. So we've got the Supra looking down the inside. They back out of it. The Italian there as we go through this right-hander. Still side by side. The Lexus holding everybody up here at the moment. But they can pick whatever car they like. They are just racing here. As Black Wolf goes down the inside. Slight tap with the Lexus there. I see the Supra at the last second there. Give them room as we leave that corner. A little bit on the grass here. We continue on towards this right-hander. Going to dive down the inside. Going to get it starts. Beautiful move there. Done and dusted. Slight bit of contact as they turn in. I am still there as we leave that corner. As we leave that corner, slight tap from the Italian, which sends me all sorts of oversteering everywhere. Sends the Supra into the barrier and the Lexus. They both get 5 seconds of penalties. Not my fault there in the slightest. The slight tap causing absolute carnage there. Just needed a bit more space there and not to be tapped on that rear end. Right, we're back up with Meghan Markle again and Black Wolf. They seem to feature a lot in this one as we go into the chicane once again. We just slow it down. 3 wide there definitely doesn't work, so let them go 2 wide. Unfortunately, I go for a bit of oversteer there, a bit of drifting into the barrier. Fortunately, we don't get a penalty, which I was surprised about, bearing in mind everybody else was getting 5 second penalties. But very unusual slide there. It's like the rear wheels just didn't want to grip at all. It's the only time I've had that in the chicane as well, so very bizarre. But anyway, we carry on as somebody else there been in it with a 5 second penalty, so they hit barrier as we advance another lap or so here. Lap 6 and halfway through this race. Black Wolf there ahead of me, and I wasn't quite alongside there to go for the run, so I just back out of that. I don't want to force the issue. I don't want to lose any more time than I need to get by each individual driver and try and get further up the field. Again, I was trying to save tyres a little bit here as well, but I decided no, I'm going to have to go for it here as we decided to look down the inside. Black Wolf sort of just kept it in the middle of the road there. Slight tap. Apologies for that, but you're all ahead already, so I didn't need to worry too much there, and I wasn't going to steal a position on the exit. Now we're back to racing. Now we can see what we can do then as we head into this right-hander then. We need to be careful of oversteer here. It happens a lot. You see Black Wolf gets a little bit there as we leave the corner, so they're going to be slow going up the hill then, and we're going to look down that inside then alongside the McLaren. We finally go. Can we get Black Wolf this time? In we go, and they just turn into me again. You got to give me room. You got to give me a bit more space. You know, it's easily done there as we head in to the left then, and as we come through here, I'm going to get a slight bit of oversteer this time. That's my fault there. Slight bit of oversteer, but Black Wolf continues on out of there. Did give me room this time. So in to the left we go, and continuing on through. We need to get past this McLaren. They've been in front of me for 6 laps of this race, and it's very frustrating. I want to get past them. I want to move up the field. What can we do now? So we've got a good run here on the McLaren. I know if we get past in the slipstream, they won't be able to catch us. So down the inside we go again in towards that braking zone. They back out of it this time. We saw the car down enough. Through the right-hander we go. And finally, finally, we get the job done. So we advance up to Meghan Markle then, once again in that Supra. Looking down the inside, but again, not really going to work there. So we back out of that, slowing it really far down there. Oh, Meghan Markle's made a mistake though. Going to try around the outside of the Supra. Let's see what we can do here. They put the foot down a little bit here to try and get past, get a bit of oversteer. We then carry on around the outside. Going to be the inside for this left-hander dive. We do, and we are past there. Finally up into P8. We have Boomer up ahead next, and we've got Soupy, the Swiss driver, as well. In fact, they switched places. We've got Soupy first then in a Supra. I'm not sure of that sponsorship on the back. There's like a Chevrolet icon up there as we continue then looking down the inside. Motorex. What is Motorex? I have no idea. In towards the right-hander we go, and Soupy going to keep that for now. You have to be really alongside and have the advantage there to really nail the chicane. So Soupy keeping that work. Whoa, Soupy makes a mistake there. A little bit too deep there for Soupy. Looking down the inside, not going to quite work out. Pulling back in here. Our tyre wear still not looking very good here. Below half now on lap 9 with 3 and a bit laps to go then. Through the left we go. And we're looking at, we can see P6 at least. So potentially that is on offer here as we go into this right-hander. And slowing it down here. Continue on through. Hopefully no oversteer. No, that's good stuff. We don't want the oversteer. As we continue on then. Black Wolf getting closer again. Robo-Mag's in there as well as we head towards this right-hander. Now, the Porsche is easy to get by in the Supra because the Supra is so fast on the straight. Oh, oversteer there for Soupy because the Supra is so strong on the straights. It really is. It can get past anything, really. It's a really good car, especially if you're doing the last or first challenges or something like that. The Supra is godlike. You literally fly past them on every single straight. After this race, though, we are going to try a different car out because the whole idea of this video was to check out the tyre wear, and that's what we will do briefly then. In towards the right-hander we go. Continue on out there. A little bit of oversteer from Soupy, and I understeer into barrier there. That's not good. Please do not let Black Wolf back past me here, so I'm going to stay defensive here, staying on that inside as we head towards this break-in zone then. In we go, and again, just not leaving me just enough room there. Forces you out wide there, unfortunately, and that's going to cost you a penalty, I believe, as well, but we keep that position. We're entitled to be there. We're not just going to disappear, and Soupy up ahead has a 0.5-second penalty as well. Okay, we need to catch up to Soupy quick, and I mean quick here. We've got Robo-Max behind us now, who gains an advantage from that contact with Black Wolf that we had. As we head towards the chicane, if we get close to Soupy, we can maybe jump them here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to push ourselves through the chicane then. Ooh, not quite good, but... oh, they get a 1-second penalty on top of that. So 1.5-second penalty then for Soupy. That should mean we get this position up ahead, which means then we can fight for P6. Our favourite position. Steve's favourite position. It's everybody's favourite position there, P6. Let's see what... oh, Soupy gets a bit of oversteer then. Actually going to get the move done before the penalty then. Around the outside we go. In towards the break-in zone. We are side by side as we go through here. Actually going to go around the outside on the exit and continue on through there then. So we're going to have a fight with Boomer then on this final lap, and we're going to head... oh, no, we're going to let them actually take the lead here, which I would actually advise if you're in the Supra. So take them on the straight, nice and easy. Or so you would think. Now I'm, telling you a bit of the future here as we continue on here. So here we go. We've got a good run on Boomer. And I had to lift a little bit there to avoid hitting them. So I'm going to go around the outside here as we do. And then, yeah, they don't leave us any room there because they force our front end off. I was not very happy with that at all. You just completely closed me off there. I could easily pit maneuver you there because I'm entitled to have that piece of track. My car is alongside you at a point there. You know, if you come across me at that point, it's sure entirely your fault. But even so, I backed out of it, even though I shouldn't have. We've got a bit of side-by-side action going on here with Boomer then, so that was quite nice through that corner. In towards this break-in zone we go. Tried to go for some form of cutback here, but Boomer stopped it very nicely there, to be honest with you, as we continue on through. As we've got a few corners to go. Can we do it? Can we do what we did in the weekly race guide, which will be linked at the end of this video as well, because we got very close to the AMG last time. It's a Porsche this... oh, you saw the oversteer there. Brief bit of oversteer as we continue on up the hill then. How much time we've lost there? 1.8 seconds. That tyre wear getting very low now in the Supra as we go into the right-hander. Continue on out of there. And we are getting closer and closer to Boomer. Here we go into that. Am I a Boomer, by the way, folks? I'm 33. Does that count as a Boomer? I don't know. I don't know what the age is for Boomer. What's a Boomer age category? I have no idea. Will Murdoch is probably going to chip in the comments, I'm sure, as we go into the left-hander then. And we do have a bit more tyre wear than we did in the weekly race guide, which is good. So we've saved some tyres somehow as we go through the right-hander. Maybe just driving better. I'm not too sure. But Boom was going to get that position. A bit frustrating that because you did run me off, to be fair. You could have easily defended that into the chicane. But it is what it is. Driving standards in that race, not the greatest. But they're about to get a whole lot worse in the next race. And I kid you not, the next race is diabolical. Actually diabolical. Right, here we go then. So starting P13. We're in the Nismo GT3, the 18 car now, not the 13 car. The 18 car up there on the leaderboards. And if you remember from my weekly race guide, it actually looked okay on tyres by Plebster. So shout out to you again, Plebster. I know you commented on the video. I will be replying soon. I go through the comments about once a week. If I miss a week, it'll then be 2 weeks. But I do get around to comments. We'll leave that corner there. We've got Petrolhead up ahead, who's going to play a significant factor in all of this as we continue on up the hill. Now this Nissan, not as quick as a Supra, but still quicker than a Porsche in a straight line, which is good to know. And we got Whack up ahead as well, seen Whack a few times in this as we look to that inside as we head towards the chicane. Gonna back out of that though. We're not alongside a very straight line by Petrolhead there. Not sure what was going on as we go through here. Everybody's slowing it down. There's a slight tap between us two there because everyone's slowed down even more. And then they accelerate and go off there, does Petrolhead, as we continue on through then. And we're looking to get Pulsar as well here in the McLaren. In towards the left we go. They go down the inside. We've got Dive Bomber down the inside as well. Beautiful advantage. Oh, nearly beautiful advantage there played by Dive Bomber. We've raced Dive Bomber a few times, so shout out to you. I know you're a very clean driver as we head into this right then, slowing it down. So up into P12 we go so far. Gonna continue on out of there and actually about a bit further on here towards the last corner. Get very close to Pulsar. Pulsar struggling a little bit here. And we've got a bit of a run now. This is where I wish we had a Toyota Supra. I would just go clean on by. Happy days. Jobs are good. But we seem to be matching here. McLaren in the slipstream. Me not in the slipstream. I have to slow the car down. Now Pulsar does give me room there as we continue on through. Oh, hello. Somebody hit the barrier hard there. Who was that? Mujahideen there. Absolutely destroying barrier as we go up the hill then. Very close to this McLaren. I couldn't really go anywhere. So a bit of bump draft in there. Nothing else I could have done really other than slow myself down and not really gain anything at all. But can we do anything in towards the chicane then? We're getting closer here, getting closer, looking down the inside. Again, not quite alongside there to make it work, although we forced Pulsar into a big area there. And to really slow down then as we go in to the right. And we're still stuck behind this McLaren. These McLarens becoming very frustrating. They're a bit better in the turns, but oh my word, are they frustrating to actually get by here as we go in towards the left. Once again, not really there. Looking down the inside, it'd have been too tight there. Would have been contact there. That would have been my fault if I had caused contact. Let's go to lap number 3 then. So once again, we've got the run on the McLaren then. And I'm thinking, okay, this time I'm going to have to go for the move down the inside. Can we do it? Side by side, through we go. Oh, looking good so far. Looking good. We've got the run. We're still on that inside then as we head up the hill. Once again, onto this straight. It looks like we're going to be by just here. Oh, it's sort of going to be close. Yes, we've done it. Dive Bomber follows suit as well. Up into P10. Finally, job done. Oh, what's Whack doing off there? No idea what Whack's doing up ahead. I know they're going to have dirt on their tyres, so I'm looking to slow down a bit early here and get it sorted. Oh, a little bit of tap from behind. Nothing major. Going to go through here. And, oh, one second penalty for Whack there as well. We've got Evil Knievel there. Slows it down in a bit of a weird way there. Obviously, they're just trying to avoid Whack, so I took avoiding action. Dive Bomber looking to take advantage of that again. Very advantageous driving by Dive Bomber as we go into the left-hander. Go through here. Whack just gets all sort of oversteer. And unfortunately, I just hit them. And everybody's going to go back past me. This is so frustrating. It really is. As we head in to this right, because I did not want this to happen. Anyway, we're going to get a good run out of this corner, which we do, and then we're just going to get pushed off here. I have to force my way back on there. No idea what's going on there. People need to use their radar. They really do. As we're going to head in towards this right, and then Pulsar's going to absolutely send it, which was a really bad move, that, to be honest with you, because I had to really just stop, and you still crashed into me. As we then head into this left, and then we're going to have Petrolhead, who bumps me into somebody else, and then forces me out wide, which I've no idea why you did that, because that's pretty rubbish driving, if I do say so myself. Going to go into this left, though. They've got the inside. I can't really do much about that at the moment. Pulsar's gone very slow here. Going to be contact between these two. No idea what on earth is going on between these two, although we're going to look to get clean on by. Oh, so I thought, until this wet wipe, the moron to my left, decided to take me out for reasons I'm still not aware of, other than him being an absolute prat. Really was. So I've not reported Kimmy yet. I'm putting the report in place. So I do more than just say, ban this guy. I actually put a report in place, then they can decide what to do with them. 2_beer_s, i.e. petrolhead. I'm going to put a report in about you as well, because that is just ridiculous driving. You are a moron. I will tell you now, you are a moron. So get to race number 3. I don't know what's happened to driving standards lately, because I feel like they're going down the absolute pan. They really are shocking. So fingers crossed with this race. I was hoping for a better race. Much better people in this lobby. I've raced quite a few of these people before, and I was like, okay, fingers crossed we can have a decent race here and we can actually have a look at tyre wear, because that was the whole point of this video. This is what I planned originally, was a tyre wear video. What are the different cars like? However, we're in the Nissan once again, just to see what it's like, see if it's any better than the Supra or whether it's to do with driving styles as we go into it. Oh, looked like somebody was off in the distance there. We got Tingle Mania there in the BMW. Oh, hello. We got Supra. Oh, everybody's everywhere here. What's going on? Dive bomber behind me again, starting from the back. As Dive Bomber looking to get a bit of an advantage there, going side by side with Dive Bomber as we head in to the left. I have no idea why I said it that way. Dive Bomber. Right, anyway, through the left we go. We're going to get past Tingle Mania then. That's up into P14 as we then head towards the right-hander. Slow the car down here as we get into here and try and boot it out of here with the least amount of oversteer as possible. Unlike Evil Knievel there, getting a ton of that. And the Supra gets a run on Evil Knievel. So goes towards the right, then goes back towards the left. So the Italian goes to the right, which I expect. Evil Knievel, that's terrible driving. And then slams on the brakes as well. Just absolutely terrible driving there, Evil Knievel. Again, driving standards. Does nobody understand how to drive anymore? I don't know. You can't keep moving left and right when someone's behind you. You move, and that is your move made. Then the Italian can make their move however they like. So if you want to defend the inside, you defend that inside. Then the Italian can go on the outside, and then it's up to you. Don't just slam on your brakes. Speaking of slamming on your brakes, somebody got slammed into barrier there. That's Black Star. That's unfortunate to see as we go through that left-hander. Sweetheart with a 4-second penalty. That's a big old penalty, that really is. I don't know whether they were involved in that, but we are still with the pack at the moment, which is good to see. Wins obviously darted off in the distance in that Supra. But we get an absolutely magnificent run here on Fernie in the same car as well, so it shows you how good our exit was here. And we're still side by side as we head towards this right-hander. Fernie racing cleanly here, give me a bit of space here. Slight tap there, nothing major. They just misjudged that, I imagine. But beautiful racing there with Fernie, gave me a bit of space there. Up into P10. Dive Bomber trying to follow suit as well. Following through the pack here as we head towards turn 1 once again. And in towards the right-hander. Arkies here. Arkies does do YouTube, so you can check him out. Oh! Catches it! Well played, Arkies! Well played indeed. Catches the car. Continues on through then as we head up the hill. We've got Supra next, which is going to be absolutely terrible to overtake because they are so fast in a straight line as we get towards the left-hander. So yeah, we're going to talk about driving standards a little bit here. Dive Bomber, I know, race is clean. Absolutely brilliant driver, Dive Bomber behind. As we actually look down the inside of the Supra, not really long side, so we're just going to cost ourselves a bit of time if we go for that. Continue on through as we head towards this right-hander, and this is the problem with the Supra. You've got to find a way past. Now, we do get a good run here. Here we go then. Let's see how fast that Supra actually is. As we are side by side, that Supra starting to pull away a little bit. Nissan's doing not too bad there, actually. Not too bad at all. But it is the 5th gear where the Supra dominates. It's a bit like the Audi TT. 5th gear is its winner. But we'll see what happens here as we head up the hill. We are in the slipstream then. Can we catch the Supra by the chicane? Now, in the Supra, you catch anything in the slipstream. Here we go then. And are we catching? Very, 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 very slowly are we catching here. We've not even done half a tenth yet as we head up towards the braking zone here. I just depend a little bit from Dive Bomber as we go into here then. I am up to P8, and this is a bit better of a race. But even so, the driving standards in this race have been, or races that I've done, have been absolutely shocking. Race 1, there's contact everywhere. Oh, hello. Drifting there. Now, race 2, I mean, just what a wet wipe. I'm going to call them wet wipe from now on. I say I will put a report in. I'll show you how I do the reports at some point in the future, explaining what I do, because I don't just put a report to, I say ban this guy. I actually try and put something together, constructive feedback about the person, what they've done, and then yeah, it's up to them if whatever they do. I don't care then, because I've reported them. There's, PD don't want to do that. You don't have to do that. Anyway, we get past that Magic Riviera, who went off even after having a penalty. And we're going to catch up to the Ford GT then, a fast Lulu. Hello, Lulu. As we go through the right-hander in a Ford GT, which is kind of unique here. It's not a car we've seen that often in terms of at Watkins Glen at this moment in time, because it's going to struggle a little bit, I think. The Supra, the Nissan, they are very good cars here. The BMW as well. I was going to try out the BMW, but I just didn't have enough time. After all the carnage in both those races, this was the final race essentially, and I thought, let's just get a clean example between the Supra and the Nissan in terms of tyre wear. Now we know the Supra got, I don't know, about an 8th, left on the tyre or something like that. What can we do in the Nissan? Now, I'm catching up to Fast Lulu here, but again, I'm not alongside enough here, so I'm going to back out of this. It sort of tells Fast Lulu they can take their racing line here, and Fast Lulu doesn't lose any time. I lose a bit of time, of course I do, because I have to brake, but yeah, it doesn't matter that much. As long as Fast Lulu doesn't lose time, we can catch up to them again and go for it again. Now, we're going to go through here. Now, we're much closer to that Ford GT this time. In fact, we're so close. We're going to get the run up into this right-hander already then. We're going to get clean on by here, and that's going to be us up into our favourite position. And once again, it's Steve's as well. It's that P6, the magical P6, as we go through there. Now, I wasn't sure whether Fast Lulu was going to go for it or not. I expected them to either go for it and then back out of it, or do that, which is bump draft me, because they saw what I did. And that's beautiful driving standards, you know. That's sort of going, yeah, do you know what? You passed me. I could slow us all down massively and not gain anything. And that's what they did. Speaking of not gaining anything, Simonis there absolutely hit Barry on. Now, that's actually EM350 LTU. Sorry, I've got your name wrong there. Back in the day in GT Sport, a fellow Audi driver, quite often or not. So it was nice to see them. I didn't know it was you at the time because I've got nicknames on still. So Simone is there, pointing the indicator on to say, go that way. I've got damage sort of thing, but I didn't want to. I wanted to actually get them on the straight if I could, because that's the best place to get them on the straight here as we get closer and closer and closer. And let's see what happens here. So they indicate again. That's a very fast indicator, actually. I never really noticed that. Very fast indicator. Going to go down inside. They're back out of it. They don't want to lose any time here as we go into here. So, yeah, again, nice, smart racing, I suppose, from Simonas. But, yeah, the driving standards in these, well, the first two races, I'll get my words out there, were just shocking, really. I've got to be honest. And I've never been a part of two daily races, C's, where the driving standards have been that bad, because I like to make a nice daily race C video. But, yeah, apparently so. Hopefully it's a one-off, but I don't think it is. I do feel like driving standards are getting worse. What are your thoughts, folks? Are they getting worse? Are they not getting worse? I'm not too sure. That's going to be it for me in terms of this video. The Nissan's tyres in the end were just the same as the Supras, so that is actually a driving issue, and we'll have a look at that in the future. Two videos there to check out. Do give it a like on the way out if you did like the video. Subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.